الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد.
Everyone see me? Ask the back row if they can see me.
Read number 5. اللهم صل وسلم على
نبينا محمد عليه السلام صلاة تدوم وتهدى إليه ممر الليالي وطول الدوام.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
إنا فتحنا لك فتحا مبينا ليغفرك الله ما تقدم من ذنبك وما تأخر ويتم نعمته عليك ويهديك صراطا مستقيما وينصرك الله نصرا عزيزا. لقد جاءكم رسول من أنفسكم عزيز عليه ما عنتم حريص عليكم بالمؤمنين رؤوف رحيم. فإن تولوا فقل حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الفاتحة لنا ولكم يا حاضرون
ووالدنا ووالدكم وأهلنا وأولادنا ولمشايخنا ولمن حضرنا ولمن غاب عنا ولأحيائنا ولأمواتنا وللمواظبين على هذا المجلس ولمن كان سببا في جمعنا بأن الله الكريم ينور القلوب ويغفر الذنوب ويستر العيوب ويحفظنا بما حفظ به الذكر وينصرنا بما نصر به الرسول. وأن الله الكريم يجعل مجلسنا هذا محاكا بالخيرات والمسرات والأنوار والبركات ويقضي لنا جميع الحاجات بجاه خير البريات. وأن الله ينصر المسلمين وعلانية الله الكريم ينصر سلطان الأولياء مولانا الشيخ محمد ناظم عادل الحقاني قدس الله السر بجاه خير الأنام. وعلى كل نية صالحة مع حسن الخاتمة عند الموت بعد العمر المديد في طاعة الله وإلى حضرة النبي
بسر سورة الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
أنت سلطاننا يا ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وتب علينا وزد حبيبك سيد الأولين والآخرين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم زده يا رب عزا وشرافا ونورا وسرورا وسلطانا ورضوانا رغم في الشيطان ومن تبعه.
عباد الله رجال الله أغيثونا بأهل الله وكونوا عوننا بالله أسعنا هذا بفضل الله. عباد الله
بفضل الله.
مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله مدد مدد مدد
يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله
مدد يا أبو بكر صديق
مدد يا عمر فاروق مدد يا عثمان غالي مدد يا إمام علي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد
يا رسول الله
مدد يا فاطمة زهراء مدد يا إمام حسن مدد يا إمام حسين مدد يا سلمان فارسي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا قاسم مدد يا صادق مدد يا بسامي مدد يا خلقاني مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا فرمادي مدد يا حمداني مدد يا خيدارو مدد يا غدواني مدد يا عارفون مدد يا بغناوي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا رمتاني مدد يا سماسي مدد يا أمير كولال مدد يا شاه نقشبند مدد يا أتارو مدد يا تاريخي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا أحراري مدد يا زاهدي مدد يا درويشو مدد يا أمكناكي مدد يا باقي بالله مدد يا سر هندي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا معصومي مدد يا سيف الدين مدد يا بدواني مدد يا شمس الدين مدد يا دهلاوي مدد يا بغدادي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا إسماعيل مدد يا خز محمد مدد يا راغب مدد يا غموقي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا صغوري مدد يا مدني مدد يا شرف الدين مدد يا عبد الله مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا شيخ ناظم مدد يا شيخ هشام مدد يا شيخ عدنان مدد يا شيخ عادل مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا صاحب الوقت مدد يا فرداني مدد يا صديق مدد يا يمني مدد يا إمام العارفين مدد يا سخاوي مدد يا مربم الحال مدد يا غفلان مدد 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 يا إمام مهدي مدد يا خليفة الله مدد يا إمام مهدي مدد يا خليفة الله مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد مدد يا رسول الله. يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي بلغه الوسيلة يا ربي خصه بالفضيلة يا ربي ورد عن الصحابة يا ربي ورد عن سلالة يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي ورد عن المشايخ يا ربي فارحم والدينا يا ربي وارحمنا جميعا يا ربي وارحم كل مسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي واغفر لكل مذنب يا ربي يا سامع دعانا يا ربي لا تقطع رجانا يا ربي بلغنا نزور يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي تغشانا بنوري يا ربي حفظانك وأمانا يا ربي واسكننا جنانا يا ربي آجرنا من عذابك يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي وارزقنا الشهادة يا ربي حطنا بالسعادة يا ربي وصلك كل مسلم يا ربي واكفي كل ماضي يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم يا ربي صل على محمد يا ربي صل عليه وسلم.
يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أتفة يا جيرة الألم يا أهيل الجود والكرم
يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أتفة يا جيرة الألم يا أهيل الجود والكرم
نحن من قوم
به سكنوا وبه من خوفهم أمنوا وبآيات القرآن ينوا فتعد فينا أخا الوهن
يا رسول الله
سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أبدا يا جيرة الألم يا أهيل الجود والكرم
لنعرف البطح
وتعرفنا والصفا والبيت يعلفنا ولنا المعلى وخيف منا فلمن هذا وتدركني
يا رسول الله
سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج يثبتا يا جيرة الألم يا أهيل الجود والكرم
ولنا خير
الأنام أبو علي السبطين ننتصب نسبا ما فيه من ضخن يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان ودرجي يا فتى يا جيرة الألم يا عين الجود والكرم كم إمام بعده خلفوا منه سادات بذا عرفوا وبهذا الوصف قد وصفوا من قديم الدار والزمن يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أثبتا يا جيرة الألم يا أهيل الجود والكرم مثل زين العابدين علي وابنه الباكر خير ولي والإمام الصادق الحفل وعلي ذي الغلا اليقين يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أثبتا يا جيرة الألم يا أهيل الجود والكرم فهم القوم الذين هدوا وبفضل الله قد سعدوا ولغير الله ما قصدوا وما القرآن في القرن يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أثبتا يا جيرة الألم يا أهيل الجود والكرم أهل بيت المصطفى طهوري هم أمان الأرض فالذكري شبهوا بالأنجم ظهوري مثل ما قد جاء في السنن يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أبدا يا جيرة الألم يا أهيل الجود والكرم وسبيل للنجاة إذا خفت من طوفان كل أذى فانجو فيها لا تكون كذا وتسم بالله واستعين يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أبدا يا جيرة الألم يا أهيل الجود والكرم ربي فانفعنا ببركتهم واهدنا الحسنى بحرمتهم وامتنا في طريقتهم ومع آفات من الفتن يا رسول الله سلام عليك يا رفيع الشان والدرج أبدا يا جيرة الألم يا أهيل الجود والكرم.
Inshallah, page 5, 7 and 12 on the Farsi PDF.
سر کوی بلند فریاد کردم علی شیر خدا را یاد کردم علی شیر خدا دردم دوا کن مناجات مرا پیش خدا کن مولا علی جانم
مولا علی جان مولا علی جانم مولا علی جان
امیر المومنین
یا شاه مردان یار یا شاه مردان یار یا شاه مردان دل ناشاده من روشن و گردان یار یا شاه مردان یار یا شاه مردان را دست دیگر مشکل کشا نیست. مولا علی جانم، مولا علی جان، مولا علی جانم، مولا علی جان. امیر المومنین یا شاه مردان یا شاه مردان یا شاه مردان. دل ناشاد من را شاد و گردان یا شاه مردان یا شاه مردان. مولا علی جانم، مولا علی جان، مولا علی جانم، مولا علی جان. اگر دوزخ به زیر پوست داری نسوزی گر علی را دوست داری. اگه مهر علی در سینه‌ات نیست بسوزی گر هزاران پوست داری. مولا علی جانم، مولا علی جان، مولا علی جانم، مولا علی جان. امیر المومنین یا شاه مردان یا شاه مردان یا شاه مردان. دل ناشاد من را شاد و گردان یا شاه مردان یا شاه مردان. مولا علی جانم، مولا علی جان، مولا علی جانم، مولا علی جان. مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر.
آبروی عالم
بلای تو آقا دار و نداره من فدای تو آقا. ای که جان جهانی فخر متقیانی امیر مومنانی هستی ساقی کوثر. مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر.
نام تو سپاه
رمضان الكريم مسير حب تو صراط المستقيم. راحت راه هدایت قدر تو بنهایت فرمان ما عنایت حق مالک و غمبر. مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر.
وکن اربعین
باشور عاشورا حسین عبدالله
ربیم به سوی
کربلا خورشید عالمینی نبیرا نور عینی گریه کن حسینی تا صبح روز محشر. مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر.
کجا بودی
آقا به روز عاشورا حسینت لب تشنه گردید سر جدا. ذکرش آیت نیارد جانش آمده بر لب امان از دل زینب در ماتم برادر حسین غرب مادر. مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر، مولا علی یا حیدر.
الله فتح الا علی لا سیف
لا ذوالفقار لا فتح الا علی لا سیف الا ذوالفقار. اذکروا علی محمد کل لیل و نهار.
بارها گفته محمد که علی جان من است.
بارها گفته محمد که علی جان من است. هم به جان علی و هم
الباطن يا أبا الحسن يا أبا الحسين جانب پیغمبر مشوق زهران یا شاه مردان یا شیر یزدان یا حکم و فرمان یا نور جانان ای جان جانان ای جان جانان ای تو درمان ای تو درمان لا فتح الا علی لا سیف الا ذوالفقار لا فتح الا علی لا سیف الا ذوالفقار اذكروا على محمد كل ليل ونهار.
Inshallah Urdu Qari book. Not number 46. And the page. People getting confused. Yeah, no, we don't. What pages? New. 46. रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते की न कीता यार ने एक यार वास्ते की न कीता यार ने एक यार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते रहमत ओदी ने ले लिया अपनी पनाह विच रहमत ओदी ने अपनी पनाह दे विच आए जदों मैं सोने दे दो चार वास्ते आए जदों मैं सोने दे दो चार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते हे दिल याद लई बढ़ाया तारीफ लई जुबान दिल याद लई बढ़ाया तारीफ लई जुबान अखियां बनाइया सोने दे दीदार वास्ते अखियां बनाइया सोने दे दीदार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते सदका नबी दी आल दा बख्शे खुदा शिफा सदका नबी दी आल दा बख्शे खुदा शिफा मंगो दुआवां मेरे जय बीमार वास्ते मंगो दुआवां मेरे जय बीमार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते किस वास्ते मैं गैर नू दिल विच बिठा लवां किस वास्ते मैं गैर नू दिल विच बिठा लवां दिल मेरा अहमद मुख्तार वास्ते ऐ दिल मेरा अहमद मुख्तार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते
पढ़दा रवां सोने सरकार वास्ते नातां मैं पढ़दा रवां सोने सरकार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते की न कीता यार ने एक यार वास्ते की न कीता यार ने एक यार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते रब महफिलां सजाइयां ने सरकार वास्ते।
इंशाल्लाह उर्दू वाली बुक नात नंबर 48।
अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की, अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की, देखनी है हश्र में इज़्ज़त रसूलुल्लाह की, देखनी है हश्र में इज़्ज़त रसूलुल्लाह की। अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की, अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की। कब्र में लहराएंगे ता हश्र चश्मे नूर के, जलवा फरमा होगी जब तलअत रसूलुल्लाह की, जलवा फरमा होगी जब तलअत रसूलुल्लाह की। अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की, अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की। हम भिखारी वो करीम उनका खुदा उनसे फज़ो, और ना कहना नहीं आदत रसूलुल्लाह की, और ना कहना नहीं आदत रसूलुल्लाह की। अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की, अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की। लावा रब्बुल अर्श जिसको जो मिला उनसे मिला, बटती है कौनैन में नेमत रसूलुल्लाह की, बटती है कौनैन में नेमत रसूलुल्लाह की। अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की, अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की। वो जहन्नम में गया जो उनसे मुस्तग़नी हुआ, है खलीलुल्लाह को हाजत रसूलुल्लाह की, है खलीलुल्लाह को हाजत रसूलुल्लाह की। अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की, अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की। सूरज उल्टे पाँव पलटे चांद इशारे से हो चाक, कंधे नजदी देख ले कुदरत रसूलुल्लाह के, अंधे नजदी देख ले कुदरत रसूलुल्लाह के। अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह के, अर्शे हक है मसनदे रिफ़अत रसूलुल्लाह की। तुझसे और जन्नत से क्या मतलब वहाँ भी दूर हो, हम रसूलुल्लाह के जन्नत रसूलुल्लाह के, हम रसूलुल्लाह के जन्नत रसूलुल्लाह के। अर्श हश्र में खुल जाएगी ताकत रसूलुल्लाह की। अर्श हक है मसनद रिफअत रसूलुल्लाह की। अर्श हक है मसनद रिफअत रसूलुल्लाह की। ए रज़ा खुद साहिबे कुरान है मद्दाह हुज़ूर, तुझसे कब मुमकिन है फिर मिदहत रसूलुल्लाह की। तुझसे कब मुमकिन है फिर मिदहत रसूलुल्लाह की। अर्श हक है मसनद रिफअत रसूलुल्लाह की। अर्श हक है मिदहत रिफअत रसूलुल्लाह की। Naat number 30, page number 80. ज़मीनो ज़मान तुम्हारे लिए, मकीनो मकान तुम्हारे लिए, चनीनो चना तुम्हारे लिए, बने दो जहां तुम्हारे लिए। ज़मीनो ज़मान तुम्हारे लिए, मकीनो मकान तुम्हारे लिए, चनीनो चना तुम्हारे लिए, बने दो जहां तुम्हारे लिए। दहल में ज़ुबानीनो चना तुम्हारे लिए, बने दो जहां तुम्हारे लिए। कलीमो नजी मसीहो सफ़ी, खलीलो रज़ी रसूलो नबी, अतीको वसी गनियो अली, सना की ज़ुबान तुम्हारे। ये शामो सहर, ये बरगो शजर, ये बागो समर, ये तेगो सफर, ये ताजो कमर, ये हुक्म रवा तुम्हारे लिए। ज़मीनो ज़मान तुम्हारे लिए, मकीनो मकान तुम्हारे लिए, चनीनो चना तुम्हारे लिए, बने दो जहां तुम्हारे लिए। अताए अरब जलाए करब, फयूज़े अजब बग़ैर तलब, ये रहमत रब है किसके। Inshallah, Naat number 36. Allah, 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 को ताज तोरे सर सो, जग राज को ताज तोरे सर सो, है तुझको शहे दूसरा जाना। अल्लाह
तूफान हो शुरबा, मंझधार में हो बिगड़ी है हवा, मंझधार में हो बिगड़ी है हवा, मोरी नैया पार लगा जाना। अल्लाह शम्सो नज़ार तिला लैले जो बताई बरसी अर्ज़े बकुनी, या शम्सो नज़ार तिला लैले जो बताई बरसी अर्ज़े बकुनी, तोरी जोत की जल जल जग में रची, तोरी जोत की जल जल जग में रची, मोरी शब ने न दिन हो ना जाना। अल्लाह 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 अजमल खत हाला में जुल्फ अब्र अजल, लक बद्रुन फिल वजहिल अजमल खत हाला में जुल्फ अब्र अजल, तोरे चंदन चंद्र परो कुंडल, तोरे चंदन चंद्र परो कुंडल, रहमत की बरन बरसा जाना। अल्लाह 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 वसखाक तम में गेसुए पाक अब्र करम, अनफियत शिव वसखाक तम में गेसुए पाक अब्र करम, बरसन हारे रिम झिम बरसन हारे रिम झिम दो बूंद इधर बिगड़ा जाना। अल्लाह 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 शुजूम दिलजार चुना जाज़ीर चुनो, अलकल्ब शजिल वल हम शुजूम दिलजार चुना जाज़ीर चुनो, पत अपनी बपत में कासे कहूँ, पत अपनी विपत में कासे कहूँ, मेरा कौन है तेरे सिवा जाना। अल्लाह 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 ज़िद हर कायक शौलत गर बरज़न इश्क़ा, अर्रूह फिदा कफ ज़िद हर कायक शौलत गर बरज़न इश्क़ा, मोरा तन मन धन सब फूंक दिया, मोरा तन मन धन सब फूंक दिया, ये जान भी प्यार जला जाना। अल्लाह 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 अल्लाह
शफ़ नबी सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम वसहबी किराम लरवाह मशाइखना फ़ी तरीक़त नक्शबंदी अलिया ख़ासतौर पर इमाम तरीक़ा गौसुल ख़ालिक़ शाह बहादुर नक्शबंद मोहम्मद वसीम बुखारी व इलामा सुल्तान औलिया शाह अब्दुल्लाह अल-फ़ाइज़ दाग़सी मौलाना सुल्तान अलविया सैयद मोहम्मद नाज़िम नक़ानी मौलाना शेख शाम अल-क़ब्बानी शेख अदनान अल-क़ब्बानी शेख मोहम्मद आदिल व सय्यदना व मुर्शिदना मौलाना शेख नूरजान मिर अहमदी अब्दुल ख़ालिक़ अल-ग़ुज़वानी साहिबुज़्ज़मान सय्यदना इमाम मुहम्मद अल-महदी अलैहिस्सलाम रूहुल्लाह सय्यदना ईसा अलैहिस्सलाम सैफुल्लाह सय्यदना इमाम अली अलैहिस्सलाम सुम्मा सय्यदना अबू बकर सिद्दीक़ सय्यदना उमर सय्यदना उस्मान सय्यदना इमामुल हसन अलैहिस्सलाम सय्यदना इमामुल हुसैन अलैहिस्सलाम सय्यदतिना फ़ातिमा ज़हरा अलैहिस्सलाम व सैरि व सादातिना व सिद्दीक़ीन। अल-फ़ातिहा।
إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا من رسول الله تعالى رحمة العالمين الصلاة والسلام عليك وعليك أصحابك أجمعين الصلاة والسلام عليكم يا أنبياء الله الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح كقامر الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
الله أكبر الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده
ربنا ولك الحمد
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده
ربنا ولك الحمد
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده
ربنا ولك الحمد
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. صلى اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تبارك وتعالى يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد شيء قدير سميع وأتانا غفران وسلام الصلوات. استغفر الله سبحانه والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العظيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولكم لهم عيد لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم. سبحانك يا عظيم سبحان الله. على نعمة الإسلام شرف لمن دائما الحمد لله. تعالى شأنه ولا غير والله أكبر. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا سبحانه بكرة وأصيلا. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت قدير سبحانه وتعالى.
يا وهاب يا وهاب يا وهاب يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفتح الأبواب يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار يا دليل المتحيرين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذو الجلال والإكرام. وأفوض أمري إلى الله إن الله بصير بالعباد. الفاتحة. Inshallah, for takbir, ghaibana salatul janazah, for all the people who passed away in the last 24 hours. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. إلى شرف النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وإلى سائر ساداتنا وصديقين. الفاتحة.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ashraf al-mursaleen. Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammad al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam bimadadikum wa nazarakum. Sayyidi ya Rasul al-Kareem ya Habib al-Azim. Madad ya Sayyidi ya Sultan al-Awliya Shaykh Abdul Faiz al-Daghestani, Sayyidina Shaykh Muhammad Nazim Ma'ad al-Haqqani, Mawlana Shaykh Sham Kabani, Shaykh Adnan Kabani, Shaykh Muhammad Adil, Muhammad Khaliq al-Khurjdawani, Sahib Zaman Sayyid Muhammad al-Mahdi alayhi salam, Ruhullah Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, Saifullah Sayyidina alayhi salam, thumma Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, Sayyidina Umar, Sayyidina Uthman, Imam al-Hasan alayhi salam, Imam al-Husayn alayhi salam, Sayyidatina Fatima alayhi salam, Sa'iru Sadatina Siddiqeen al-Fatiha. بارك الشفاء يا رسول الكريم. آمين آمين إن شاء الله. فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أتي الله أتي الرسول أولو الأمر منكم. And always a reminder for myself, and عبدك العاجز الضعيف مسكين وظالم الجهل, but for the grace of Allah that we are still in existence. Alhamdulillah, in the holy month of Shahwal and the month of on and off, the month of binary code, and the month of the reality of 10, 1 and a dot. To be a nothing, to achieve the nuqt, so that to be in the presence of the One, and the only One is La ilaha illallah, is Allah Izzati wa Jalalihi. And the only one whom achieved the reality of the nuqt and zero state is Sayyidina Muhammad, and this is through Shafaat al-Kubra, the hadith of Prophet that describes the great intercession on the day of Yawm al-Mashar, on the day of judgment, in which each Prophet will be raised and their nations will run to them. And they run to Sayyidina Adam his nation and say, intercede for us. And the hadith describes that each of the Prophets describe their flaw and that they're not in a state of perfection, and because of the flaw that they have they are in need of the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. And it goes in the rotation of the levels of the heart that Sayyidina Adam will take his nation to Sayyidina Nuh that intercede for us, and Sayyidina Nuh will say, I can't, I'm not that one, and that I got fed up with the testing of my nation and I asked Allah to punish them, and Allah brought the flood and killed all the nation of Sayyidina Nuh who didn't accept his da'wah. And every Prophet in this hadith they say that, I'm not the one, that we have to go to the presence of Nabi Ahmad and that all the Prophets bring all their nations into the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, and that Prophet accepts and begins and describes that he will intercede for all nations and that he will begin to make du'as that never heard before. And awliyaullah teaching that these are du'as and vibrations and sounds that because of his holy station that those sounds and those realities they intercede and they shatter every falsehood that people are carrying, and only through that Muhammadan light to dress them, because only the Muhammadan reality can forgive them. The light that they carry that they think is Allah's light is actually from Muhammadun Rasulullah, and that goes from ayatul Qur'an. Doesn't matter if it's one person or all nations and all Prophets, that ja'uka wa astaghfirullah wa astaghfirukum Rasul means that when they come to you as oppressors, that in its highest reality is on Yawm al-Mashar, when the Prophets come with their nations and they come as oppressors to themselves, that they have to go to your presence. And each of the Prophets understand Ayatul Kareem and they understand that they are not to ask for Allah's forgiveness. They are not that one to ask Allah's forgiveness for their nations, that they must go to the presence of Prophet and that in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad they begin to ask their forgiveness. So it means the immense reality of this system of a nuqt and zeroness is the only way to reach the One. So when other people think, oh it's their Prophet, this Prophet, it doesn't matter what they think, it's the only one whom achieved that complete zeroness in which Allah called that servant Abdullah, Habibullah, Nabiullah, Rasulullah, and dressed from His Divinely presence these realities that became the doorway to become nothing, and as a result of entering towards the nothingness was the only way to achieve the presence of the One, the presence of La ilaha illallah. Anything else with remnant of itself will repel. If there's any energy within it of itself, the nature of its existence will repel it from the presence of the One. This is just the law of that energy. So only in its negative and zero state, so it means if it has a presence, has its identity, has its characteristics, what happens if it comes into the presence is that it will repel itself because of its energy. And the only way to achieve that presence is in its zero state, in which in its state of being off and entering into the presence of being off, at that reality Allah draws that into its presence, and then Allah sends from its qudrat and sends from the eternal energies and izzatullah wa izzata Rasul Means the izzat and might of Allah has to flow through the one whom represents the zero state, becomes izzat Rasul. So it means this is off, as soon as Allah's might comes it hits at izzat Rasul and the Prophet's light and energy becomes on. Only from that light it can be hit onto izzat al-mu'mineen and then down the chain through all their nations. Because izzat al-mu'mineen then is the Prophets of Allah. Means then this power has a flow and from the hearts of their Prophets then to all of humanity. So it's an immensely important understanding that to achieve that zero state, so that they have to have that complete zeroness, the complete emptiness of self. Some say, well how about Sayyidina Isa? Says, I can't because people worshipped him. Now people even saying he's a ilahi, a God. That's not a zero state for the people. They're coming with an imperfected belief. If you have that belief it completely repels from Divinely Presence. So just them stating that belief is evidence enough that they have repelled themselves from Divinely Presence. We're saying the whole Divinely Presence door and secret is to be nothing. If you come saying that a man is God, the complete atrocity of that statement is the exact polar opposite of that reality. That you're telling us that on this earth there's someone who is that Divinely One on this earth and that it eats, drinks and goes to the bathroom and has none of the characteristics of malakut and paradise. So means these are a deep reality for those who contemplate, that the virtue of what they say is the proof and the dalil that this is completely not the way. We're talking about the path in which to be nothing, to self-sacrifice, to bring your state to a zero state. And the only one who can teach that zero state is the only one created in that reality. That Prophet is created in that reality to be nothing in Divinely Presence. As a result Allah speaks to that note and becomes Holy Qur'an and becomes the vessel and vehicle of conveying Holy Qur'an. Had it had a bit of a oneness in it, the Qur'an would have been tampered with, because then it would not have been the speech of Allah, it would have been the speech of Allah with the Rasul adding his own opinion. But because of the perfection on what Allah created of Muhammadun Rasulullah and the reality of Ummi, not unlettered, he's the master of all letters, he owns Sahib al-Kalam, he owns every letter. But the one in which Allah never allowed anything between alif and mim. There is no teacher, there is no one who taught, there's no one who can say, I gave him these knowledges, I taught him these knowledges, I raised him with these knowledges. Because of the perfection of his creation, Allah kept the purity of that reality of calling it Ummi, that between the alif and direct connection is the mim, that there is nothing between that. As a result of that reality and the perfection of the prophetic state, it is completely off and a purified vessel and vehicle for the conveyance of Divinely speech. So that when it's off Allah speaks and it's on, and it speaks in the purity of that Divinely Presence. As a result then we are the nation to receive that honour, that we are the most honoured nation because of our attachment to the most honoured creation and light that Allah has created, in which all lights are created from Muhammadun Rasulullah. So you can see and visualize now the pinnacle and the height of that reality, that all lights are created from Muhammadun Rasulullah. So once they begin to know that, that's different than the ones whom are taught that reality, raised in that reality, the darajat of that pyramid then very high. Means they're all in the Muhammadan light but they don't know it. So then what to think of those whom Allah guided so that they know their Lord, they know their nafs, they train through their character, they train through their realities until Allah began to show them their Rabb and teach them the realities of their Rabb. The reality of the Rabb of the lower lords that govern them, they fought those lords and continue to fight the lower desires until they rise into the heavenly realm and understand the heavenly kingdom and those whom have authority over them, and they are authorized within the kingdom, sultanan nasira. Then Allah is asked, go through this gate of the Siddiq into the presence of Sultanan Nasira, the authorized sultan. That, and Mawlana Shaykh would describe that doesn't need a tafsir, it's Sultanan Nasira, it's a sultan and you need a permission from this sultan. So then this is an honoured nation and an honoured reality, and a reminder for ourselves to seek a light and seek the company of those whom teach us to be a nukht and to be nothing. And only in that state of nothingness may we receive a glimpse of that reality. Means that through our senses what we hear, if it reaches a state of nothingness, means that we continuously clean the hearing, that I don't want to hear bad, I don't want to hear gossip, I don't want to hear this dunya garbage that's coming in. As soon as it leaves the oneness of its hearing, it begins to enter into the zero state, and in that zero state they can begin to hear what Allah wants of a higher consciousness from the divine reality of that servant. Their true nukht and their zero state that is always in Divinely Presence begins to convey to them, right? Because if my false state is governing my ears, what happens? My ego is always talking to me because my binary state didn't open in my hearing. I'm listening to my ego, I'm listening to the whispers, I'm listening to anger. So why you think, because it's just coming to me like that. You're listening to your waswas. The one who listens to the waswas, how can they achieve to listen to their nukht? So means the waswas has to be destroyed. So every state of our senses has this binary understanding. So means they negated their waswas, they don't follow conspiracies, they don't listen to badness and gossipness and every type of evilness, they don't pay heed to it and give power to it because then it's developing a one. And as much as they give one into the ear, what happens? They didn't reach the nukht. So then they negate, they don't care for it, they don't want to hear it, they don't want anything to do with it. The nukht dies and diminishes. When the nukht diminishes, they're actually now able to hear their nukht talking to them. The oneness has to diminish so that the oneness is the ego. When they push away their ego from listening to their waswas, what happens? Their zero state, their nukht, their soul, their higher conscious begins to give them guidance. So each of the senses, there are two. If you're going to listen to your nafs, then the effacement and the nukht and the reality of the soul cannot communicate into the hearing of that servant. Then if they see and they're training through being a nukht and say, I want to be nothing, I want to be nothing, but they see through their nafs, means all day long it's their nafs, their nafs, their nafs, whatever the nafs wants is like a buffet non-stop, and they don't know how to wash their seeing and wash their nafs, then how can they reach a binary state to see through their soul? So it means that if they diminish that one and they enter into being a nukht, a dot and a nothing, as soon as they enter into this nothing, they can see through the power of their soul, and they see what people don't see, and each to the darajat in which Allah sends for them and for all the senses. And if they take the power of dunya and only want dunya power and dunya authority, and they don't negate the power of that ego, and only when they negate their power and their physical power to react and act on something, Allah will begin to open the reality of their nuqt in which their spiritual power comes. Because many can use their physical to disrupt and to cause difficulty. Those who abstain from it but want to open the spiritual power in which they don't use the force of their hands, and as a result Allah becomes the hands in which they touch. Means that their bayat is not by force but the bayat and the energy that emanates through their soul, means that they operate through the power in their hands of an-nuqt. At that time, innal ladhina yubayyunaka yubayyun Allah, means now Allah's hand on that servant's hands. If they make du'a, then that du'a and its energy is going up. But the one who wants to do everything by the force of their physicality and their nafs, then they don't reach to the state of being nothing. And only in that nothing state they now take from the soul's power of their hands. So it means all our senses we have to negate them. That don't take the ego state of that, negate the ego version of that, the dunya material version, and reach towards the nuqt and nothing state, the one whom effaces themselves. They efface their hearing, they efface their seeing, they efface the touch, they restrict their movement. Because even their feet where they go, Allah describing that the step that they make is with Allah's qudra and might. So it means everything they're restricting. They don't take themselves to those places. And people say, why you don't take? Well, because the more you take to those places the more your feet become from dunya. But you want your feet to be from paradise. So then you self-govern and restrict yourself. That's why we say Ramadan is not once a year, Ramadan is all the time. These servants, hudan al-muttaqeen, they teach people that no, you're fasting all the time, because you're always trying to fast with your hearing so that it stays in a zero state and has power. If you give it to become material, your spiritual hearing will drop. Your spiritual vision, if you give too much to the physical vision and don't know how to clean your eyes, your spiritual vision begins to die. Because it's either going on and off. If you're not practicing on how to bring it off so that your nuqt can be on, then what happens? Your nuqt turns off and your egoism turns on. At all times these states are active. Same for the hand. If they want to take their portion by force, then they're not going to open their spiritual provision from Allah. If they're going to take their feet into inappropriate locations, then the one of their nafs is standing. Then they become what we described, they go to the higher floors and they have comfort and solace in their solitude. They understood that they will restrict themselves. As a result of restricting themselves, their ibadah, their worship, their cleanliness is magnified because the tajallis are dressing them and they're not being depleted upon people in malls and shopping centres and inappropriate areas that are pulling away those tajallis. When they sit and isolate themselves, the tajalli is still coming upon them, salamun hiya hatta mitla al-fajr. Means Allah for the servants are continuously dressing them, salams all the way to their fajr. So how can they keep the salams that Allah dressed them with at that beginning of the day is by restricting their feet. So they go only where they're necessary to go, the rest when they sit they do their worshipness, they do whatever is not forbidden from Allah, and then Allah is dressing them and blessing them, means now they're entering more into their nukh state in which their qadam and their path is inspired by Allah. The one whom doesn't use his feet in the direction of shaitan, he'll be inspired by Allah for the direction and his qadam to be in the way of Allah and His beloved Sayyidina Muhammad. So it means all our states have a binary reality. That's why these subjects are things to meditate on, not just we talk about, turn on and off and, okay, can I ask what colour is the paint for my house? These are things that people have to continuously meditate and contemplate. Every aspect of our life has an on and off. If it's on for material world, it's off for the heavenly world. The more, and it's not going to be perfect because we have to live, eat and drink, but to understand the states then is important. And the one whom is able to restrict the material and build more of the positive then begins to experience all of the realities of the Nuqt. And this is what the Nat Sharif and the recitations of the Nuqt are describing, that everything is contained in that reality. That the people whom are running for the material world, imagine they didn't see anything of spirituality, how would they even understand the greatness and vastness of that reality? And they run for the silliness of the physical world and the immense insignificance of the material world. InshaAllah Allah give us greater understanding and to contemplate these realities of Shawwal inshaAllah. And the month that after Shawwal is Zalzala, because the one whom reaches to be a Nuqt and reach to this state of nothingness, then Allah dresses the Nuqt with the presence of a One. Then that soul becomes the reflection of the One. So the One of Allah reflects to the One of Sayyidina Muhammad. The One of Sayyidina Muhammad dresses to the One of the Ulul Amr, because they're all the realities of 11, they reflect that which they love. You'll be with whom you love, and whom you love will be with you. They become the mirror of this reality and this dressing inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa wa bi sirri Surat al-Fatiha. Madhi yasi ya Rasul Kareem. Ameen. InshaAllah those whom are downloading and upgrading the app inshaAllah, enjoying the iOS, Google Play still not ready. So they're emailing, oh my Google Play is not working, not updated. No, it was not updated yet. It's only the iOS Apple version is updated inshaAllah. The Google Play coming soon inshaAllah. What do we got out there?
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Could you please explain the word Lord, Rabb a bit more, as the Rabb name is also not in Ismaul Husna? Please forgive me, Ya Sayyidi.
InshaAllah. Rabb is that which governs us, so it has to do with governing and not an attribute of Allah. Asmaul Husna are the names and attributes of Allah. Means an attribute like an adjective, in which describes the Divinely Kingdom. Lord is a title, so it's a title of governance. So that which governs us. There are lords and arbab, the multiple of lords. So like House of Lords and House of Commons, the Lords has to do with that which governs the servant. And the Wahhabi sect, they came and added these to Tawheed and said, oh, you have to declare Tawheed of Allah and the Tawheed of Rububiyyah, with complete innovation, and was never a part of the aqeedah. So these are made up understandings from them because they didn't like the understanding of lordship. So Lord is that which governs us, and that's why we say that which governs your home. Who's the governor of this home? Rabb al-Bayt. So this was Islamic vocabulary. Who's the lord of this town, what we call mayor, because these are Western words. Islamic words was the Rabb al-Shahr. Who governs this shahr, this city? So this was the system in which Allah brought the clarity of the religion of Islam through Arabic, and it has its realities and immense realities. So it's that which governs us, it's not an attribute of Allah, it's not a name of Allah, it's that which governs us. Because when you study the Rabb and the articles we have on Rabb, before you know the higher Rabb you have to know the lower Rabb. Those who smoke and drink and have vices, those are their lords. So anything that governs a servant is a Rabb over him. When they drink and they can't stop, that's your Rabb, because the drinking is controlling you. When you smoke and you can't stop, that's your Rabb. Anything you do that you can't stop is a Rabb and a lord over you, and many of them are vices. 99% of people are under the lordship of their desires and vices, and that's the way shaitan wants them. They're plugged into a pod and being manipulated. Only when the servant fights the lord of their desires and the lord of bad character, only then they can begin to think that they're on a path towards the Lord Most High, and that becomes the governing of who knows himself will know his Lord. So as soon as the first person looks, I'm going to stop all these vices first, and see how difficult that is. They begin to fight and spiritually do their zikrs, meditate, contemplate, read lots of their du'as, make their meditation. Then they begin to understand when that fight is intense and those have been brought down, then they begin to understand the lords that are all around them of angelic realities, of pious souls, of awliya, of our shaykhs, all of these lights that are around us that govern us and inspire us to rise towards the heavenly kingdom. That there's so much more all around us that we can't even understand. And this is Allah's rahmah and mercy. If people think they're doing it on their own, then it's a complete egoism. When they're sincere and true that no, they don't have the ability to do it on their own, and Allah has sent immense amounts of support from the Budad, Nujab, Nuqab, Awtad, Akhyar, Ghawthun and Malaika wa Jinn, and all these categories of pious souls and the hierarchies of the spiritual kingdom. How much of them are sending support and by command of Allah, bi-izzatullah, by the command and the permission of Allah, everything takes place, and it comes to Prophet and then by the command of Sayyidina Muhammad it moves through the Muhammadan government. And that's separate from tariqah, that those are completely separate understandings. Tariqah and the Muhammadan government are not related. So you think somebody is in the tariqah and you say that you give them titles from the Muhammadan government is not correct. There are many Muhammadan government servants that are sitting in a zikr, because the tariqas are schools and finishing schools, but they're not the government. You go to West Point in America and they recruit you to be a general, but it doesn't mean you're in the army. You go to Stanford, you go to UCLA, you go to MIT, and they come and ask you to join the CIA because you're good at MIT and mechanics and quantum theory and IT. It doesn't mean you're in the government. There's schools that train students to become rijal, and the Muhammadan government and kingdom is completely separate. That's not something inheritable, that has its own structure, and when one dies the next one is moved up, and they have to be trained from the bottom level all the way up to the Ghawth. It's not an inheritable station. Your relative doesn't die and then you take the seat, it doesn't at all work like that. That's the tariqah. The tariqah can be given to anyone. The Muhammadan government has nothing to do with that at all. That's based on a pyramid structure that one dies, next one up, one dies, next one up, one dies, next one up. Because at all levels they have to have been trained under that government. So then those are a much deeper and immense reality. So many of these kutubs and the Ghawth and all of these spiritual people, they're hidden, and they're hidden in zikrs because they're Ahl dhikr, but they're not the head of the zikrs, they're not head of the tariqas, that has nothing, they're not related at all. It just so happened that Sultan al-Awliya Mawlana Shaykh Muhammad Nazim Haqqani was the Ghawth, but that's not a given in all times, so that's something completely separate, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
As I learn more from work about electronics and how the flow of electrons, it's incredibly better hearing it from you. You're making my job much easier and making life easier to bear. Thank you.
Thank you. InshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
What would be your advice to a new convert who has just found Allah and wants to come closer to Him?
Get the meditation. Start reading the articles on meditation and contemplation and how to make your connection, because this is a path filled with traps. And the reality that Allah gives to guidance is a immense blessing, because the ones whom distance themselves from guides, they distance themselves from God's mercy, because traversing these realities are not something easy. So anyone who's entered into a masjid can understand that. You sit in the mosque, it's a carnival from every direction. You take out tasbih, somebody moves up close to you, Ya akhi, this is innovation. So what are you talking about innovation? Masbah is this is an innovation, and you're going to get bombarded left and right, because there are 100 mufti. If the mosque has 100 people praying Jummah, 100 of them are muftis. Means everyone's going to give you a fatwa, and that is the time of jahaliyyah. We are not in a time of great knowledge. We're in the time where children are making fatwas against the imams of the great madhabs. And that's how crazy people are now. That the scholars whom their purity were the purest of the nation, the young children are now making fatwas against their teachings and their rulings. So the time of ignorance is now, before the arrival of Sayyidina Mahdi in which everyone has an opinion, and that's like giving a fatwa. They're going to give you all of the Islamic jurisprudence in the middle of your salah, and they touch their toes to your toes and bump their shoulder to your shoulder, every sort of ridiculous and silliness. So those whom Allah guides is a true blessing to be guided, so that they can understand from the shaykh and the shaykh's teaching, do this, do this, do this and keep yourself safe. Don't go out telling everybody, oh I found the tariqah. Well that's like saying, I have gold in my pocket, and go down the street and you're going to be surprised somebody robbed you. So if you think you have something, shaitan will send his agents, go and confuse that person, don't let them say these truths to people. And immediately somebody come confuse you, before you know it you think, okay I'm gonna leave everything. And that was an agent of shaitan to steal your gold. So it means if you're guided you stay quiet, if you're guided build yourself. If you're guided then follow the guidance of the shaykh, and that's all you need. You don't have to go here, you don't have to go there, you just sit and follow your guidance, watch the videos, learn your deen, because now shaitan is going to come at you in 6 directions. Before you were with shaitan, so he loved you, he loved everyone. As soon as we become against shaitan, his vow in Qur'an is, I'm coming after them in 6 directions. And I'm going to hit them first in the mosque because I have the most amount of agents there, right? Because the person who comes to deen, he's not being attacked at a bar, he gave that up. But shaitan is going to put his people everywhere, as he was an agent who went into paradise to bring Adam down. So don't underestimate your enemy, and that he attacks from every direction. So it means that the tariqahs are a gift from Allah. Hold tight to the shaykh's hand and don't look anywhere else. Even other shaykhs come to steal your hand, close your eyes and hold firm, don't pay attention to anything. There's caravans that come all the time passing in and out of town trying to steal people, but in the end they just leave these people to be abandoned on the side of the road. And what you know is that you broke your hand from the hand of the shaykh. So we see many caravans, they come and try to steal some people and they drop them somewhere else and they never come back again. But then those people damage themselves from the connection with the shaykh because they broke their vow, they broke their handhold. So these are the testings that Allah sent to servants. Hold firm to what you believe, close your eyes and do your practices. You don't have to tell anyone, you don't have to broadcast it to everyone. So it's a very private path until the servant built themselves and prepared to fight shaitans. At that time then they built themselves, they start to propagate and push out articles and push out all of the teachings, and alhamdulillah inshaAllah Allah give everybody strength and conviction and istiqam to be firm on their tariqah and firm on what they believe and who they are accompanying inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, on the app at the end of the salawat list it says, as Mawlana made intention we do the same intention. What is the reality behind this? Forgive me Sayyidi.
As Mawlana made intention, we make intention. I know, ask Shahid, he wrote that. Means that we're intending every amal not from what I understand. Every action is, Ya Rabbi I'm asking you not from what I'm asking and my desires, but I'm making intention on what the shaykhs made intention, because they know true intention. So that's the given for all our du'as is that, Ya Rabbi I know not what I ask and what I do. I'm asking from the intention of Prophet, from the intention of your awliyaullah and from the intention of my guides. They know what I should be asking for, so I'm turning my intention over to them. Because many people make a dua, oh give me gas in my gas station, I want lots of cash, Ya Rabbi can you even give me like lottery numbers? They ask for everything. So we can be very harmful in the intentions that we make. So better to turn the intention over, that I know not what I'm asking, what's good for me. If I knew what was good for me I wouldn't be in this position right now. I'm asking for the intention of these awliya, that what is good for me Ya Rabbi grant from their intention. When they make these du'as I say Ameen, and they make the du'as and I'm with them. So alhamdulillah, it's a way of conveying myself to be nothing again, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Walaikum salam.
How did pious people become part of the Muhammadan government? Forgive me for my bad adab.
They're inspired by Allah to become rijal. So before anyone can become Abdullah, and we have a talk on that on the website that's much more complicated for people. If I talk then they get confused. But the station before Abdullah is Rijalullah. They have to be enrolled in schools of chivalry, so that the Muhammadan government is based on good character. Remember, the highest servants of this kingdom, they are the immense nukht. So the Imam of the Budala, what was the Shaykh, the dunya name? Tufayq?
Shaykh Luhafi.
Luhayfi. Yeah, Shaykh Luhayfi was the Imam of the Budala, what they call Imam Shihabuddin from Imam of the Budala. This for people to understand what awliya are, not the people who are broadcasting now who they are. But these awliya, they're characteristic because they are the highest nukhs. If you watch the videos and the teachings of him, they would come into his masjid and thought he was the caretaker, was not something God forbid is a high station, but they gave it no credibility. They thought, this richest person may be cleaning the masjid, what's the big deal here, giving everybody water. Then they would sit down for hadith classes, he was the scholar of the hadith and would begin to teach them. Immensely humble, crying all the time, very, very soft, never hard spoken, filled with Divinely love that people emanate and radiate towards their heart. So these are, and all of them were like that, Ahl Sham, that they have this immense character of softness and love and compassion because they know what gift Allah gave them. They know how they can change the hearts of people with their du'a. They don't need to be hard with people, that's shaitan's job. Shaitan already trying to take everybody to Jahannam. The role of the shaykh is to take them to paradise. Even the one whom is convinced to go to Jahannam, his role is to convert him back to paradise. When they don't know their role, it seems like they're busier trying to condemn people to Jahannam, making comments and ridicules and say, well, you forgot your shaykh role. Because these big ones, their du'a is enough, they can carry all of mankind. Mawlana Shah Naqshbandi with his right eye will dress 5 levels of paradise under his intercession with the light from Nur al-Hayy, that his right eye has the Sifat al-Nur from Sifat al-Rahman, right, because he is Sayyid from both sides, that a light will come from his right eye on the Day of Judgment, in which that light of Nur means the light of pure belief will begin to enter into the souls of people, and that light will be an intercession for who they are and that to save them from difficulty. This one great Sultanate awliya filling 5 paradises filled with souls. So it's unimaginable. Then a nukht on this earth, their role is to be loving and take people out of Jahannam because they're all Nur Muhammad. Nothing hurt them more to see the light of Prophet running towards Jahannam. So they're not in the business of taking people in paradise and throwing them out into Jahannam, because shaitan already doing that job. So why would you want to do the job of shaitan? So your job is then to bring people towards Rahman. Be kind, be loving, encouraging, building people. But become more and more rare in the last days. InshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Can you please advise on how to be off if your whole family is on for dunya and tell you that you are mentally disturbed when you are always off?
Well, I think just by virtue of your family you're learning how to be off. So that's the hikmah of Allah's putting you where you are, because nothing like an on person to smash you into being off. So everything has its law of opposites, you know. When somebody is too humble, the shaykh would tell them to start talking and speak up. When somebody is too big mouth, the shaykh says, stop talking. And so everyone has their own medicine. If Allah put us in an environment of people whom are very on and we feel ourselves inspired in the way, that by itself will turn the person to be a nuqt, because they can't talk and they will be humiliated and they will be humbled and they will feel like they're grinding and smashing and you know, being turned from a steak into ground beef. Anytime you feel like you're being turned into ground beef, then yes, it's correct, alhamdulillah. Not physical. If somebody hurts you, then this has nothing to do with any physical abuse. That call 911. It's like when you call like a clinic on the phone and say, if this is an emergency, hang up the phone and call 911 immediately. Same thing, the tariqah teaching, we're not talking about abuse. If you're being abused, immediately turn off YouTube and call 911. But this is for just pain on the nafs. When your nafs is in pain and sad, then that's its medicine, inshaAllah. And how to make it more peaceful and loving? Well, you should be doing muraqabah, because when the nafs is burning, the muraqabah is very powerful, because the soul is enjoying it. The soul loves the fire on the nafs. So if you don't do the meditation, muraqabah and the connection, all you feel is just fire, that's pretty bad. So it gives us an opportunity to meditate. The meditation should be very strong, because you draw close to the presence of Prophet and the presence of Allah, the presence of the shaykhs, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Thank you so much. How does temporary sadness, not hopelessness, relate to being a nuqt when waiting for relief and opening? Does sadness for a while affect our tawakkul?
Sadness? No, it's a natural reaction from the body. So this is, you know, the body has its natural elements and the soul has its own understanding. So these two elements have their own way of reacting. So grief comes, the body is going to cry, everything is going to react with grief and sickness through the body, because that's the body function. So Allah created the body with its own governing rules. But the soul then has to have a control. When grief comes and meditate and contemplate, like what we're saying, when you connect with the shaykh, you connect all of a sudden through this physical grief. If you feel an immense connection and drawing to Prophet well, that's the relief. That is what gives the servant hope. They feel this nearness and closeness and they feel a relief. This is the secret of zilzala, which Allah describes when we begin to shake the earth and what she has hidden comes out. Means the reality of the lights and things come out when things are shaken. So anytime there's a quaking and an earthquake, something comes out. So the womb is the same. How many contractions it has to have to bring out a form of life. So the earth is in a continuous contraction. There are thousands of earthquakes at every moment throughout this earth. And so with every tajalli of jalali means Allah's might, when it hits it, it contracts, and Allah relieves it, it becomes jamali and beatific. And that becomes the secret of our existence, is that there's a continuous state of on and off. That Allah's nazar and contraction, and jamal is that Allah lifts with a beatific light, and that's how everything is growing by these sort of crushings and relief, crushing and relief. And Allah granted through Surat Al-Inshirah that through every difficulty comes relief, through every difficulty comes relief. And Surat Al-Inshirah is a description of these realities. And I think we gave the tafsir of Surat Al-Inshirah based on that. That with every difficulty comes relief, and that Allah started it by saying, with every difficulty. Not with every goodness then will come difficulty, but with every difficulty comes a relief. Because the difficulty is the crushing, then comes the blessing, crushing, blessing, crushing, blessing. Because how could you get a blessing unless you've been crushed? How could I give you a reward? How could I give you pay if you didn't work that day? Say, no, pay me ahead of time, I'm going to work next week. Say, no, you won't show up. So you got to put your time in to get your reward. So it means Allah gonna crush, see how your character, and then they're going to give you a reward inshaAllah. So it all makes logical sense, right? So you don't pay anyone until they do the job. So spiritual job is same, do your spiritual job, you get your reward. And only through that Allah will bring out what's hidden. Because that's the Surat Al-Inshirah is about the heart, and that the opening of the heart towards the Divinely Presence. When Prophet his chest was expanded as a result of that reality. So anyone who wants their heart to be expanded and to be washed and to be exchanged, that the dunya heart they have to be given the Muhammadan heart, in which their heart has Rasulullah stamped upon it inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Is it possible for a jinn to prevent a person from getting married?
It's possible for jinn to kill somebody. Why would be getting married a difficult thing? So they're capable of extreme grief, sickness, difficulties, everything, because just like a human. Can a human do it? Yes. So whatever a human can do, they can do 1,000 times worse, because you can't see them and they have different spiritual abilities that Allah has given to them. So that's why Allah gave us, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ, because of this creation in which Allah created of what initially is perceived to be stronger than our creation until they reach their reality. So remember we said that we came as a very powerful creation from heavens with 90 trillion volts. Imagine then the power of this creation, and was taught all the names. And then Allah ordered everything make sujood because of the power of this creation and the honour of the knowledge it received from the Muhammadan lights. So then it step onto this earth very powerful. And Allah understood that if this power, they're going to be like those hero movies, they're going to flip the earth back and forth at each other. So I attached to every human a shaitan. So shaitan is attached to every human being, and as a result that shaitan becomes their regulator, so that you can't go over a speed limit, you don't have abilities, and that shaitan continuously tricking and fooling the servant, so even their energy goes lower, lower, lower until they can fall. So the system then is designed with that understanding, so that insan will begin to struggle, find guidance, keep the company of righteous people, and as a result yearn and move towards goodness. If they move towards goodness and good practices, then they can become very powerful, and as a result then they can enter into the realms of realities and authorities, in which those realms are surrounded by believing servants that guard and protect them, inshaAllah. So that's the game. It's like moving into a bad neighborhood. The hikmah of that is to learn how to fight and protect yourself, to keep yourself sort of guarded at all times. So this is the game in which Allah has enrolled us. That's why we say, get your taweez, get your muraqabah, get all of these things so you understand what you're doing. It's about to get 1,000 times worse because we're in the Dajjalic time. And that's not something bad, but that should be glad tidings, because the last nation on this earth is the nation in which Prophet granted that, these are my habaib, these are my lovers, they love me and I love them. So every nation prayed that, Ya Rabbi, let us to be the last nation so that we can inherit that title, in which Allah with Prophet said that we are his lovers and that we love Prophet, and Prophet told the holy companions, and I love them, and these are ahbab al-Nabi. So this is an immense title and a gift from Allah. So we pray that these are those days and that we can gain those titles and nazar of Prophet. So alhamdulillah, when you see the fire, run to the presence of Prophet.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, we have been following you for over a year now but feel too shy to email. We don't want to bother you. Is this bad?
Yes. Well, we talked last night the same thing, when somebody says, oh I don't feel dirty, I don't want to make salawats. No, that's it. No, don't let shaitan play with you. You're not emailing me anyways, it's helpme@nurmuhammad.com. So there's a team of people helping to respond to that, and that we watch and overlook everything. So alhamdulillah, this is why it's designed that way, otherwise you're not making a connection with the shaykh. Then you fool yourself and feel that you're not a part of the community because you distance yourself. So this is all opened as a way for people to say, no, I feel very much a part of the shaykh, I'm sort of supporting, I'm going out putting out the links, I go out and give food. And then it becomes the virtual tariqah that it's supposed to be, that free from borders and boundaries and limitations, from the comfort of your own couch you turn on, you correspond, you do the websites, you promote the articles, you post and do all these things. Of course then you're recognized and under the nazar. We said before, the talk is cheap. Anyone emailing and say, keep your nazar upon me, then forget about it, that's not going to be of any value. Don't do that. That's something cheap. But gain their nazar by good actions, and it only is a finger away. Just take a link, take a link, take a link, and all our guys are watching. We're all on all the same media. They say, oh who's this person, they're sharing every article now. Say, yeah, well, this is what the concept of nazar is. If the guys are recognizing, the SMC staff, imagine the heavens are recognizing. So it's not something complicated. That's why Shaykh is asking us these things. He said, don't resort to the easy way and just say, please keep your nazar upon me. That's no problem, but that's not how it's going to work. The nazar comes when we actually want to take an effort. I want to actually give food, I want to take these articles, I want to share them to different chat groups. Apparently there's groups with 10, 20, 30,000 people in them. Take a video and put it in there. Take from the charity items, put it onto Facebook. I still don't see many of those where you take the water well and share it. and as a result it becomes a product on the page and people can click on that water well and they dedicate. Imagine if they dedicate 3 wells because of a post you made. So alhamdulillah, this is the way in which the tariqah becomes strong. Now iOS app users share all the time, share 2, 3, 4 sections of the app. Go to Dalal Khairat, share a section, go to this, share a section. Do from your Fajr awrad when you're reciting it at Fajr time, share part of the dua that you like especially. That way those people whom are sharing, they say, oh I like this too, I'll click the link and get the app, inshaAllah. So it's a way where faith is in action, when we're actually doing things. Then of course we feel like a community because everyone begins to recognize who's doing what and how often they're doing it, and that's exactly what tariqah would be. You know, if in the tariqah, just imagine if it was not a virtual but it was just one room. Everyone in the room knows who's doing what, and when somebody's not doing anything at all. So the virtual is the same, is that the one whom silently hide themselves and just listen to the knowledges, that's okay, but that's not the way. The way is actually to get active and be active. So this broadcast goes out 300 people, within a day it'll be 3,800 people. Imagine 3,800 people took the time to watch the zikr, watch the sohbat. Imagine if they all posted, you know, there'd be like 10,000 posts going out. You'd see all social media is being blanketed. But alhamdulillah 300-400 have the firmness in which to do these actions, and the 90% are sort of sleeping somewhere. So but you'll see the heat start to motivate people. When they start to see the difficulty on earth, for some reason that will be the sort of reactive nature of people instead of proactive. Proactive people, they say, I got it, I understand it's coming, I want to make sure I'm really good with everybody in the heavens. Reactive see the imminent danger and threat that is coming, and then they begin to become active. But inshaAllah Allah inspire us to be proactive, that just do it so that you can feel the goodness, you feel good at night, you feel that your connection is strong, you feel that your meditations are strong because you're trying your best to be noticed by the heavens inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wassalamun al-mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. إلى شرف النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وآله وصحبه الكرام ولمشايخنا في طريقة النقشبندية العالية وسائر وساداتنا والصديقين على الفاتحة. لك الشفاعة يا رسول الكريم، آمين يا رب العالمين. Amen. Right month inshaAllah, بنيات ختم خارجگان inshaAllah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عبده ورسوله
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله.
Astaghfirullah 25 times. أستغفر الله العظيم الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه إنه هو التواب الرحيم من كل ذنب ومعصية ومن كل ما يخالف دين الإسلام ومن كل ما يخالف الشريعة ومن كل ما يخالف الطريقة ومن كل ما يخالف المعرفة ومن كل ما يخالف الحقيقة ومن كل ما يخالف العظيم يا أرحم الراحمين. يا الله اللهم يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفتح الأبواب يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار يا دليل المتحيرين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذو الجلال والإكرام وأفرد أمري إلى الله إن الله بصير بالعباد. رابط شريف. فاتحة الشريف 3 times. Salawatu Sharif 10 times. Surah Inshirah 3 times. Surah Ikhlas 3 times. Surah Fatiha 3 times. Salawatul Sharif 10 times. إلى شرف النبي صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه الكرام وعلى أرواح مشايخنا في طريقة النقشبندية العالية، خاصة إلى روح إمام الطريقة غوث الخليقة شاه بهاء الدين نقشبند محمد ويسي البخاري، وإلى مولانا سلطان الأولياء شاه عبد الله الفايز داغستاني، ومولانا سلطان الأولياء السيد محمد نازم الحقاني، مولانا الشيخ هشام القباني، شيخ عدنان القباني، شيخ محمد عادل، وياقوت الخواص مولانا الشيخ نورجان مير أحمدي، عبد الخالق الغجدواني، صاحب الزمان سيدنا إمام محمد المهدي عليه السلام، روح الله سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام، سيف الله سيدنا إمام علي عليه السلام، ثم سيدنا أبو بكر الصديق، سيدنا عمر، سيدنا عثمان، سيدنا إمام الحسن عليه السلام، سيدنا إمام الحسين عليه السلام، سيدتنا فاطمة الزهراء عليها السلام، وسير وساداتنا والصديقين. الفاتحة. حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله، نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله، إلا له إلا له إلا له، أنت الهادي أنت الهادي ليس الهادي إلا هو. حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله، نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله،
له إلا له أنت الهادي أنت الحق ليس الهادي إلا هو
حسبي ربي جل الله
ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله إلا له إلا له إلا له
أنت الهادي أنت الحق
ليس الهادي إلا هو حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله
إلا له إلا له
إلا له أنت الهادي أنت الهادي ليس الهادي إلا هو حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله
نور محمد صلى الله
لا إله إلا الله إلا له إلا له إلا له أنت الهادي أنت الحق ليس الهادي إلا هو حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله
نور محمد صلى الله
لا إله إلا الله إلا له إلا له إلا له أنت الهادي أنت الحق ليس الهادي إلا هو حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله
إلا له إلا له إلا له
أنت الهادي أنت الحق ليس الهادي إلا هو حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله
نور محمد صلى الله
لا إله إلا الله إلا له إلا له إلا له أنت الهادي أنت الحق ليس الهادي إلا هو
لا إله إلا الله 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 لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله إلا 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 الله
illallah, 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 illallah,
illallah, la ilaha illallah,
Muhammad Rasulullah, alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad
Rasulullah,
alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad
Rasulullah,
alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad
Habibullah,
alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad
Habibullah,
alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah,
Muhammad Nabiyullah,
alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah,
Muhammad Nabiyullah,
alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad
Najiyullah,
alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad
Najiyullah,
alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad
Safiyullah,
alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad
Safiyullah,
alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad
Shafiyullah,
alayhi salawatullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad
Shafiyullah,
alayhi salawatullah,
la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah,
alayhi salawatullah,
la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Habibullah,
alayhi
salawatullahi wassalam. Ala bi zikrillahi tatma'innul qulub, ala ya Allah, 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 نعم المولى ونعم النصير لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم نعم المولى ونعم النصير لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم الله الله حق 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 الله الله है अल्लाह अल्लाह 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 है अल्लाह है या क़य्यूम 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 हस्बुनल्लाह व निअमल वकील निअमल मौला व निअमन नसीर ला हौला वला कुव्वता इल्ला बिल्लाहिल अलिय्यिल अज़ीम या हो या दाइम या हो या दाइम या हो या दाइम अल्लाह या दाइम अल्लाह या दाइम या दाइम या दाइम या दाइम या अल्लाह या हालिम या हालिम या हालिम या अल्लाह या हाफिज या हाफिज या हाफिज या अल्लाह या मुजीब या मुजीब या मुजीब या अल्लाह या मुगीथ या मुगीथ या
رحمك يا الله يا ودود يا ودود يا ودود يا الله يا ودود يا ودود يا ودود يا الله يا رحمن يا رحمن يا رحمن يا الله يا رحمن يا رحمن يا رحمن يا الله يا رحيم يا رحيم يا رحيم يا الله يا رحيم يا رحيم يا رحيم يا الله يا حنان يا حنان يا حنان يا الله يا منان يا منان يا منان يا الله يا ديان يا ديان يا ديان يا الله يا سبحان يا سبحان يا سبحان يا الله يا سلطان يا سلطان يا سلطان يا الله يا أمان يا أمان يا أمان يا الله يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام يا الله يا الله يا الله يا الله يا الله أنت الله أنت الله أنت الله يا الله هو الله هو الله هو الله يا الله هو الله هو الله هو الله يا الله
حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أحد يا صمد صل على محمد 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 يا أحد يا صمد صل على يا أحمد 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 يا أحد يا صمد صل على محمد يا أحد يا صمد صل على محمد يا أحد يا صمد صل على محمد
حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق
يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله
حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل حسبنا الله ربنا الله حسبنا الله ربنا الله حسبنا الله ربنا الله حسبنا الله ربنا الله حسبنا
Hasbunallah, Rabbunallah, Hasbunallah, Rabbunallah, Hasbunallah, Rabbunallah,
Hasbunallah,
Rabbunallah, Hasbunallah, Rabbunallah, Hasbunallah, Rabbunallah.
Sayyidina al-Mahdi
Khalifatullah,
Sayyidina al-Mahdi
Khalifatullah,
Sayyidina al-Mahdi
Khalifatullah.
Azharahullah,
Ajabanallah,
Azharahullah,
Ajabanallah,
Azharahullah,
Ajabanallah,
Ayyadahullah,
Ajabanallah,
Ayyadahullah,
Ajabanallah,
Ayyadahullah,
Ajabanallah,
Nas'arahullah,
Ajabanallah,
Nas'arahullah,
Ajabanallah,
Nas'arahullah,
Ajabanallah.
Hasbunallah,
Rabbunallah,
Hasbunallah,
Rabbunallah, Hasbunallah,
Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Ya ghaliban
غير مغلوب
Ya Ghaliban, Ghayra Maghlub, Ya Ghaliban, Ghayra Maghlub, Ya Ghaliban, Ghayra Maghlub, Ya Ghaliban, Ghayra Maghlub, Ya Shahidan, Ghayra Maghib, Ya Shahidan, غير مغيب يا شاهدا
غير مغيب يا قاربا غير بعيد يا قاربا
غير بعيد يا قاربا غير بعيد يا غالبا غير مغلوب يا غالبا غير مغلوب يا غالبا غير مغلوب.
حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل، نعم المولى ونعم النصير، لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. إلى شرف النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى أصحابه الكرام وعلى مشايخنا في طريقة النقشبندية العالية، خاصة روح إمام طريقة قبط خليك شاه نشبه محمد ويس البخاري، سلطان أولياء الشيخ عبد الفايز داغستاني، الشيخ محمد ناظم حقاني، مولانا الشيخ هشام كباني، الشيخ عدنان كباني، الشيخ محمد عادل، عبد الخالق الخرشدواني، صاحب زمان سيد محمد المهدي عليه السلام، روح الله سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام، سيف الله سيدنا علي السلام، ثم سيدنا أبو بكر الصديق، سيدنا عمر، سيدنا عثمان، إمام الحسن عليه السلام، إمام الحسين عليه السلام، سيداتنا فاطمة عليه السلام وسائر وساداتنا صدقين. الفاتحة. يا رسول الكريم آمين. Inshallah Allah address everyone, bless everyone. Inshallah coming in I think Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, the Shahadat Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq alayhi salam. Inshallah Allah give us a life in which to see that night and day, and that Allah dress us from the immensity of His holy lights. Inshallah then we'll celebrate by Thursday and the remembrance of that holy night in which he reached towards his Lord's satisfaction, and that the immense oceans of Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq and the immense secrets of Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq that Allah dress us and bless us by virtue of our love for them and their reality and the stations that they achieve through patience and sabr inshaAllah. بحرمة محمد المصطفى وبسير سورة الفاتحة. هذه الشفاعة يا رسول الكريم آمين. InshaAllah. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. InshaAllah if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.